Hi friends, welcome back to another great day of reading. Today we are going to learn text features, and I hope you watch the Brain Pop Junior video over not reading nonfiction because they do a really great job of also going over text features. We're going to dig through this book today, and we're going to see what text features we can see. We're going to start with the title page. The title page tells you what the book is going to be about. In this case, the title page shows us that we are reading a book about giraffes. Okay? If we open it up, we have the table of contents. And the table of contents tells us what this book kind of maps out for us. So if we want to read big babies, so giraffes have babies, and if we want to read about their babies, we just turn to page 20. So we don't have to read this whole book to learn about babies. We can just go to that page, okay? Something else that we might see in a book, is headings. And a heading is at the I'm trying to find my card. There it is. A heading is at the top of the page, and normally it's pretty colorful to catch your eye, and it's going to tell you what that page is about. So if we turn this page, it just has a photograph. This page, though, this heading is called Big Bodies. So I know that this whole two-page spread could be about the giraffe's big bodies, right? And if I look down here, it has a photograph with there's a really bad glare. There we go. There's a text box down here, and we call that a caption. So this caption tells you what the photo is about. And it says giraffes are much taller than other animals. So in this picture, you can see that there are some other animals. There's a zebra, some gazelles, and then here's the giraffes. So the caption tells you what the photo is showing you. Okay, so there's caption. Something we can just go ahead and do with this photograph. We have an illustration and photograph card. Now, in yesterday's video, I told you that some nonfiction books can have illustrations. So we can't say that they don't because they might. They might draw something. So like he could have drawn this giraffe, but instead it's a real photograph. So they can have illustrations and photographs in it. Now, this key word right here, that's a text feature, The keyword can be bold, it can be italicized, which means it's like slanted, it can be underlined, it can be in different colors, and that's kind of what they have. They even put it in a box for you to catch your eye. So it tells you what the word pattern is. Pattern is a collection of shapes that make a design, and then it shows you different patterns giraffes can have. Okay, so let's turn. There's another caption, another keyword, and another heading, but I don't see anything new on here. Okay, same for this one. For a label, but I haven't seen a label yet. So this photograph would be perfect for a label, but there isn't one. We could label the leaf, we could label the tongue, and we can label the giraffe's mouth. So a label would go perfect here, but we know kind of what labels are because of writing. So in writing, you label all your pictures, all the different things in your pictures, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and say we talked about labels. Okay, another photograph. Oh, this one's fun. So this is a fun fact page, and nonfiction books love to put facts in their books. So that's fun. Another caption with a photograph. More photographs. Another keyword. Here's a label. So this label is still in that green box, but it tells you what kind of crocodile this is. Okay, so and then it has a crocodile here because a crocodile can be a predator for giraffes. So if we were to read the book, we would learn that. Okay, more photographs. Heading that says nap time. Okay, this is just a fun page. Okay, this is the glossary, even though it doesn't have the heading that says glossary like some nonfiction books may have. The glossary tells you what keyword that was bold or fancy in the book. It tells you what it means in the back of the book. This book, however, told you also what it meant in the book. So it's in two places. So if you didn't know what a plane was, not the kind you fly, a different plane. It's a plain is an area of land that is flat and wide with a few trees. And that's where giraffes live. Okay, I have to sneeze, but it's fine. Some other text features that were not in this book, but that you may see in other books is a diagram. A diagram has an object that is important in your story. And in the giraffe's book, there was no object that's important. But it also has labels to label each part. So a diagram it shows you the different parts of an object with labels. Something that you see in the back of the book by the glossary is an index. So if you wanted to learn about giraffe babies, you could go to the table of contents. You could also, if the book has it, you could go to the index to see what page number you have to turn to. There's also two different things you might see that include math. There might be a chart, like a tally chart or a chart with numbers. And that if it were to tally giraffes and the different kinds of giraffes that were in a picture kind of thing, it could be in a chart. It can also be in a graph. So those are two text features that also weren't in this book, but that you might see in other books. Okay, those are important. A map. You might see a map in a nonfiction book, excuse me. Now, I was hoping there would be a map in this one because giraffes are from different parts of the world, but I didn't see a map. Like here it says African plains. So those plains are in Africa. Therefore, those giraffes are in Africa. So that would have been nice to see a map there, but that's okay. So you might see a map in a nonfiction book just to show you where it is in the world. Something also that you might see if it's about a person, if your nonfiction book is about a person or an event, you might see a timeline. And the timeline has what happened in that year or on that date. Okay, so this is an example of a timeline of the life of George Washington, if you're curious. It tells you what happened. So like George Washington is born in 1732. Okay, so it kind of gives you, that's about his life. But your nonfiction book could have a timeline about the topic. So it's very interesting. So we're going to practice nonfiction text features more next week. I just wanted to introduce to you some of the nonfiction text features that you're seeing in books now, because we are learning about nonfiction books. Okay, so it's okay if you don't remember them all right now. We're going to learn them some more next week. Okay, also, if you want to go onto Epic and find a different nonfiction book, the National Geographic Kids are fabulous. They have a lot of the text features that we talk about and learn about. Not every nonfiction book has these text features, though. So I challenge you to go to Epic and find a book about text features. Okay, have a great day of learning, friends. Bye.